I've ridden faster bikes, I've ridden different bikes, but jumping on this thing for the first time and cruising down Canning Highway just off my street and just going, I own a Katana. Hearing that four carb, four piston, 750, just almost when you listen to it, it sounds like the granddaddy of sports bikes. My name's Caleb. I work in marketing. I run a little branding agency called Mighty Branding, and I'm riding a 1985 Suzuki Katana 750. I've got bikes, sort of like holy grail bikes that I remember having toys of as kids and having posters up on my wall and things like that. So I think just based on the fact that my family's always been around motorcycles, I don't ever have a conscious moment of being like, oh, I'm gonna ride. It just sort of happened. It's just sort of what I did. I've got a good friend of mine, Ben, and I had this conversation that we may live in one of the best motorcycle riding cities in the world. We've got this beautiful coastal run that you can do in 45 hour. Then we've got this run out to the hills, hour and a half. You know, you get this beautiful run. Then if you want to head north or head south, you do. I mean, that Golden Triangle, Nannup, Bridgetown, sort of, that's just beautiful, like breathtakingly beautiful. We're pretty damn lucky, and the weather. It's winter right now, and I've ridden twice this week. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you go. The city is amazing for riding bikes, and the scene sort of supports that. Katana's a bit of an interesting one. My dad got one off his friend. Dad bought it as I was sort of that 17, 18 sort of years old. And so when I got my first bike, he actually still had the Katana. And I remember just wanting it so bad. I remember thinking it was the coolest motorcycle. The smell, I remember the smell of it. I remember it being warming up. I remember all of these things about this Katana, and I just thought it was the coolest bike. And then Dad sold it before I got a chance to actually get some money together and buy it. He wanted to do touring and things like that. So he sold it and bought himself a V-Strom, which was heartbreaking for me. So I've just always had that sort of soft spot for Katanas. Basically from there, with that love of Katanas, all the Googling around them, learning about them, looking at their race heritage and being the fastest production bike of that era and things like that, it just grew, that love grew for it. And so yeah, that was my love with the Katana. To get the general bike feels, the freedom and the enjoyment, all the smells, the road, all of that kind of stuff. But then you get that extra bit of Katana growl, that little bit of, you know that it's of pedigree, that it went fast, really fast, and now it still goes fast, and it feels good and it feels smooth. It feels like it's always ready to go. Like meeting an old pro boxer and kind of going, you knew this man was dangerous back in the day, and it's really special to meet him. But at the same time, you're like, I'm okay with that. Like I'm all right that this guy used to be the pro, like the best. I'm Caleb Stent, and I'm a motorcycle rider.